Yeah, I would just say just super proud of this group. We've got some special kids in that locker room, high-performing kids that are going to be elite NHL players one day and elite high-performing people. And that's what I'm most proud of. Credit to Boston College for the win tonight, and good luck to them in the finals. That'll be a great final.
Thanks, Coach. Again, we'll take questions for the players first, so just shoot your hands up so we can get you a mic, and we'll go from there. Jess?
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Gavin, in the third period, you're down by 3, but your team certainly didn't look like there was any quit. Just tell us about that third period. It was 17 shots and kind of the push you made there.
Yeah, I mean, fighting for your season. We know that any game that we're in, no matter how many goals we're down, we're never out of it. So, yeah, I was just talking in the locker room and give a good push here and just kind of see what happens. So, yeah, no, I'm extremely proud of the push that we made, and unfortunately it didn't go our way, but yeah, it was a hell of a third period.
Yep, right in the middle there.
Zach Shaw, 24/7 Sports. In terms of shot attempts, possession, it seems like you guys did a lot of the things you wanted to do tonight. Can you speak to that and maybe the frustration that it didn't show up in goals?
Rutger, why don't you start with that one?
Yeah, I don't know. We had a game plan going in. We knew Fowler was a great goalie, and kudos to him. He had a great game, but I don't think we took away his eyes enough. I mean, with a high-end goalie like that, you have to get to the net, make his life hard. Yeah, I just don't feel like we made it hard enough tonight.
Gavin, same question.
Yeah, I mean, just like Rhett said, he's a hell of a goalie, and yeah, you got to get in front of him, and especially games like this. So, yeah, I mean, hell of a third period, but we could use that all night. So,
anything further for the players? Yeah, back to Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. For either of you, BC scores right away. Is it almost okay that it was that early? And it seemed like your team really dominated long stretches of the first period after that. It didn't seem like there was any real sag or anything. Just what did you think of the first period?
Yeah, it's been our team all year, man. I mean, we've battled day in, day out. There wasn't a doubt in our mind. I mean, even going into the third period, like down 3, I mean, there wasn't a doubt in our mind. We've been doing it all year. This team went through so much adversity. Yeah, I mean, there was no fight in this team, or there was no quit in this team. I mean, yeah, I felt like, yeah, we just couldn't buy one tonight.
Any other questions for the players? All right, guys, thank you. You can head back to the locker room. Appreciate it. Questions for Coach? Again, just throw your hand up, especially if you're kind of sitting in a weird spot and I can't see you. Yeah, right in the middle.
Brandon, what stands out to you?
Just identify yourself, please.
Oh, sorry. Sam Stockton, Gulu Gulu Hockey. Brandon, what stands out to you about this team in particular, having been a part of 3 of these Frozen Four runs in a row? What will you remember most about this group in particular?
I feel like every year there's been adversity, a different type of adversity this year with the injuries and then having to fight for it. I felt like we were in the playoffs since the Christmas break, and super proud of the guys for the run that they went on and what we put together. I think, and trust me, these are not excuses. This is reality of what's going on. But throughout a coaching change, throughout Luke Hughes and Sam Miskevich and Fantilli signing late and losing Eric Portillo, and then Ethan Edwards misses the first half of the season, and Jackson Hallam's out in November. All these guys stepped up, and it's really cool to see, and that's what made them closer, and everyone feels involved. So it's tough that this group is so tight, and all the cliche lines of the closest teams are the ones that are going to be successful in the end. They probably deserve more, but we lost to a really good Boston College team. I feel like we were good. We weren't great. What we did in the third is probably more of what we are. They have 4 elite players, and their top guys scored 4 goals, and it's the first time all year we've been shut out. So there's no secret into how they won the game. I talked about it in my press conference before, and I'm just being myself and talking like those guys broke the game open. Would they have 20 shots? And if you look at the high dangers, it's 6, 9, 6, 6, 9, 9, 34, 19. These guys are studs. And all credit to their team, and it's not taking away credit from anybody else. Those guys are special, and they won that game. They broke it open. And I agree with Rudd. I think we could have got to the net more on a really good goaltender. He's another one. He'd be the 5th.
Right up front.
Ryan Zook, MLive.com. Brandon, you talked a lot this year about how close this team is, and there is some guys that need to make decisions. How closely do you think this team will be? How similar do you think this team will look next year?
Well, I don't want to talk out of turn. We'll deal with that when the time comes. But
Jess?
we're planning on a lot of guys coming back. I'm sure, as hard as this is right now, that they'll have something to prove. But who knows?
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Brandon, your power play has been your bread and butter all season. How frustrating is it when you have those abbreviated, 20-second, 30-second power plays, and all of a sudden you're back to 4-on-4?
Yeah, it's again, it's not an excuse or a disclaimer, but I think that the turning point in that game is one of their players trips over Dylan Duke's skate, and now we go to 4-on-4, and they scored 2 quick goals after that, and now it's 3-0. We really had 2 power plays, and we had extended possession both times, and their guy made a ton of big-time saves.
Right up back.
There's Jack Hittinger, USCHO. Just following up with that, obviously 4-on-4, having them with all that open ice, that's got to be a pretty dangerous moment for you guys. I mean, maybe just in general, ask you about your special teams. I thought your penalty kill was pretty good. It's just that power play, it seems like you never really got going.
Yeah, I think we got it going. It just didn't go in the net. When you create high danger chances, that's getting it going. When you're in their zone the whole time, that's getting it going. We were 3 for 3 on the PK, but 2 of their power plays were 20, 30 seconds as well. So
Back up to Jess.
Jess from the Rink Live again. You lose the game and their guy gets a shutout, but your guy might get on ESPN, your goalie, with a couple of those saves he made. Just, how good was he tonight in a losing effort?
yeah, no, he's been great all year. And just, again, the type of person that he is. And I've never seen a group of players go to bat for an individual and want him to do well as much as Jake Parcheski, which is says a lot about his character and what he's all about. We need more people like that.
We'll do one more for Coach if it's there. All right, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.